had a guitar, plugged it into the amp, and just jammed, just hanging around, jamming, No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
but it was a little bit like this, like you just re-jammed a lot.
Yeah. Okay, and how is it? When do you decide what this is it or this is it? Can you describe that process of making a song?
And first of all, there's something really magical. This is what our producer's telling us when the drums and the guitars meeting together. Yeah. There's something that something comes out there. There's like an energy there that's really German magical, whatever. So it doesn't really matter what we do, but somehow we really match, and that's what we do. And then we're trying to play on a riff, and then then we go into more the analytic side to try to arrange a song, which requires like verses and choruses and bridges and maybe C parts and all this kind of stuff. So, and then we start to record everything. And then we listen to it, and then we don't like it. Then we start again, and then we like it, and then we don't like it. It's like a big progress,
Yeah, because there are also some experiments on the record, like a dance, some kind of dance beat. I hear, is that true? Through one of the songs, there's a little dance beat.
It is, yeah. Some songs are not so typical for Rammstein, and we were this time much more open and to do things we normally wouldn't have done with Rammstein, and tried to open a little bit the world of Rammstein music and involve new elements, to play around, be more confident with doing, and trust in the band that in the end will sound like Rammstein.
And you did record some in Spain. I've heard, and why did you choose Spain? Was it a nice studio or?
We're always trying to find a place which is not really Berlin, because the problem is in Berlin that everyone is so involved in their personal life that we can't really concentrate on the work we do. So, and the other point is like that we like to have like sunshine around us. So, and it's quite difficult in October to find a place that's sunny, so we had to go more south. And one of the first ideas was actually to go to South Africa, but the problem there, there's not really big studios there. So, and it's really hard to find places that has space for like 12 people. Okay. And so we ended up in first we thought we go back to Miraval, which we recorded the last record, but it was too cold there, so we chose like Spain.
Mm-hmm. And which producer did it actually?
We
produce it yourself.
No. We need a producer.
Definitely. Oh, you still need a producer.
We need a producer, but we chose the old producer. He just became kind of part of the family, and it was really important for us that he was there on this record, especially because we needed to have a stable figure in this whole process, so he was there as a father figure, maybe. Okay.
And just a couple of facts, because how many tracks did you record, actually? Because I've heard 8.
I think we recorded 15 or 16.
Okay. And how many are coming on the record? 10 or something?
12 or. No, we don't do the record so long.
Okay. Just another question. Where is? I really like Kein Lust. Kein Lust. Where is the about? Where is it actually about?
It's about not being in a mood. Sometimes you have those days you're just not being in a mood for anything. You just want to be not in the mood.
But it's a really special song, I guess. One of the stronger tracks.
Yeah. It is a track that we actually chose one of a different rhythm, because it's quite like this Rammstein rhythm is always really on the one-way street, almost like, and it's I totally understand in the way of the drumming. It's quite boring, to play everything on the one all the time. So I think that was he was really happy to do something else.
Especially Keine Lust is a very untypical rhythm for us because it's a swinging, and Germans are not so swingy, but they work out fine, and I really like the lyrics of that song. It means not the mood and that feeling of totally depression.
Yeah. Another song about traveling is Flugangst. Was it how do you call it? Because that's the second track about traveling. Is that conscious thing? I don't know.
It's more like the modern version from Goethe's Erlkönig, actually. You know Johann Wolfgang Goethe? It's like, okay, he wrote this lyric like a long time ago, Erlkönig, and it's a story about a father that travels on a plane with his child, and the plane starts to become a little bit shaky, and he's really scared, and he's jumping off his laps, and he's trying protecting the child as good as he can, and after a while the plane gets normal again, and he pushed the child so hard that he killed the child.
Whoa.
Yep.
That's very confrontational lyrics, I guess.
It's sad. Yeah.
Okay. And just about your single, Mein Teil, can you tell something about it? I really remember the strange voice from Till. That's maybe also like an experiment.
It is recorded here. Then it sounds like Mein Teil.
Where's it actually about, Mein Teil?
It's about a cannibal story. We had a case of cannibalism we had in Germany last year. Maybe you heard about that. Two guys met via internet, and one was eating the other one, and it's about that.
There are heavy lyrics on this record, I guess.
Always heavy, and of course this was an issue. Was a good ish for a Rammstein lyric, Rammstein song. And the interesting thing in that case is that the victim came up with free will. It is not very typical. Not
just common.
And
okay, and the song America. I've heard that you live in America, huh? In New York. Mm-hmm. That's true. Is it of any? Because I thought that the first question was is it any political content on America?
Not really. No. What we're trying to do is to put this whole theme America on a ironic way. Yeah. We're kind of saying, okay, everyone is living in America because the American culture is all everywhere. So, and it's sometimes things have to be in balance, and really right now it's a little bit out of balance. But you have a choice. So it's like everyone is happy in a way because you can choose. You can choose whatever you want, what you want to like to do. So it's not like a song that we say like it's against America. It's just a fact that is how it is. And that's what we try to do to bring out that people should think, we have to get the balance back.